your fighter. Lightning in fire. Fight. Choose your fighter. Lightning in fire. Fight.
All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, man? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Gamer Section podcast. I'm Kano, that's Sinister Tori Hill, and that's K Mega 405, Mr. Live. You hear me? So, the question I wanted to ask everybody, man, how y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing?
I'm
Doing
good.
good,
I'm
man.
enjoying this 3-day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Already. We know K Mega got the Thunder game going on tonight. He's about to go watch that for sure. You hear me? Going to the game show.
Going to the Paycom, boy. We gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be lit. Listen, hold on. I already got this one from my towel from the other night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Got my towel. We got the towel ready to go back again tonight. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can really put some pressure on them and try to get that second, well, that third straight win. If we could do that, boy, this series is over. But man, it is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So, you know what I'm saying? But this is a great series, man. Good test for both teams for sure.
I'm just ready for double or nothing tonight.
Yeah, same here. Be watching AEW Double or Nothing. But next year the Pelicans are gonna be in the playoffs. New Orleans Pelicans are gonna be in the playoffs. Stay tuned. But
They
anywho,
could. They got a good young talent.
figgity facts, no fiction. Figgity facts, no fiction. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, Sinister, go ahead and hit them off with their sponsorship of the day.
All right, listen up. It's like you're grinding through a long gaming sessions, late night streams, or just need some extra focus. Then Dubby Energy has got you covered. Zero sugar, no artificial colors, packed with clean energy that keeps you going without the crash. And the best part is, being part of the GamerSection community, you can just use our code GamerSection at checkout for a special deal. But seriously, whether you're creating, gaming, or just need a boost, just grab you some Dubby Energy and level up your focus and energy. That's DUBBY Energy, code GamerSection.
Figgity facts, no fiction. I got a little rant to rant about a little bit later, but in the meantime, K-Mega, what you been playing for the week?
Man, the only thing I've been playing is Forza 6, man. That's it, Forza Horizon 6. That's it. Nothing else. I'm already like, what is it, 100, and my level is like 160, something like that already. Like, that's all I've been playing, man. just losing my mind behind it. Loving it.
Dang, he's been playing it a little bit, tad bit, a little bit more than me, but you heard me. I've been playing it heavy too. But well, what about you though, Sinister? What you been playing for the week?
Same as Megas, like Forza, man. Told you the frenzy. Then, and outside of that, I was able to play some arcade emulators. So, they're playing a Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Takedown.
Oh wow, that man.
Yeah,
Need for
so
Speed Takedown.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a classic game.
That's
Sure.
Yeah. Because I was able to find the arcade version, just going ham on it. Since I'm sticking with the racing thing.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. For me, I've been playing Forza Horizon 6 heavy. I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. I've been playing that like a madman. I'm not quite there as far as leveling up to where K Mega's at, but I'm getting close. And also I've been playing Bubsy 4D. Game is actually pretty solid. Review for that is coming later on this week. Got a lot of things to say about it. Some good, some bad, but it's a decent game for platformer heads that like platforming games for sure. You dig what I'm saying? And also Pac-Man World Repack 2. So that's pretty much all I've really been playing for this week. You dig? Oh, on PC. There's one more thing. I have been playing one more game on PC. I've been playing Thick as Thieves on PC. I know people ain't familiar with that game. If y'all not, y'all go look back. They had some trailers on a lot of these showcases last year. Shout out to THQ and the team over there, providing the code and stuff like that. Um, I've been playing that. It's extremely short. Review coming for that as well. A lot of things to talk about with that game as well. You dig? So that's really all I've been really playing for the week, man. So before we even dive into the show altogether, I got a small little rant, and I just seen it that come across my timeline on Twitter, aka X. I don't know why they keep calling it X. I still call it Twitter. But Unreal Engine 6 has just been teased, like really, and you still ain't really utilized Unreal Engine 5 to the highest caliber. Like really? That's what I'm saying. Y'all want to rush so bad to release a new engine or release a new console, and y'all still ain't maximizing y'all machines. And I think all of this stuff is a money hungry cash grab situations that's going on. I keep saying it time and time again. The Xbox Series X and S, the PS5 hasn't even been maximized of the machine. You don't see the full graphical infrastructure of both platforms. Even I feel like with the PC, you don't really see its maximization of the usage of the PC. I don't understand when it comes to the Unreal Engine 6 is needed. I looked at what they've shown with Rocket League. I don't see a graphical leap in it. I only see a tad bit of a graphical leap, but I don't see much of it that's going to wow you. That's when I hear this talk about graphical leap this, graphical leap that. We haven't been seeing that. Now, if you look from the Xbox 360 to now, that's a major graphical leap. That's facts. But if you're going from Xbox One to Xbox Series X or PS4 to PS5, you don't see that like that. You see it a little bit. But we already getting into Project Helix. We already getting into PlayStation 6. We don't need that right now. Like, honestly, we didn't start seeing these new gen games until probably around 2024. And we in the Xbox Series X and S and PS5 came out in 2020, and we was going through that COVID era. So not that many games was getting released at this time. We're just starting to really see that. So why push the Project Helix and why push the PS6 out right now? Why push the Unreal Engine 6 right now where the Unreal Engine 5 hasn't even been utilized, and there's still a lot of technical hiccups with Unreal Engine 5 right now? Make it make sense. What do y'all have to say about it?
Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. It really doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, as much as Unreal Engine 5, we've seen games that perform so poorly because it's not been utilized properly yet. I mean, we were going through that phase last generation with the last engine. And then when it finally came into its own and we finally started really seeing what these games were doing, starting into this generation, we seen the true benefit of what Unreal Engine 4 could do. Now you're talking about Unreal Engine 5, which it usually takes around 6 to 8 years for it to really actually be implemented properly into games. to already have something else out, like you said, is just bananas. Instead of tweaking and putting in more, work into Unreal Engine 5, into making sure that these games run better and more efficiently, and instead of like just clogging up and just bogging down games right now with how the engine is running on certain games, or most games that's using it, it's just mind-boggling to me. Now, if you're telling me that if 6 is more like a like 5.5 or something like that, like it's just helping, it's just a little bit, like you said, it's just, I haven't seen it, but if it's just a little bit better, maybe they just want to put the title of 6 on it, but really it's just like 5.1, something like that, to where it's just they fixed a couple of things into it, but it's still just, it is asinine. I don't understand why that they're trying to do this and think that this is something that's going to just get the masses to be excited, because we just haven't seen enough from Unreal Engine 5 yet at its capacity for them to even show this. Now, if they did this at the beginning of for the new generation, and saying, oh, we're working on this new engine so we can enhance gaming to another ability, but we're still in this generation and we're still with a fairly new engine with Unreal Engine 5. So it's crazy to me. Like, yeah, I totally agree. It really makes no sense.
I honestly think that's idiotic. I wouldn't say idiotic, but I just think that's a wrong move for them to go about it. Now, if you're using Unreal Engine 6 for the Series X and S and PS5, then it's a different story. But if that Unreal Engine 6 is for the new gen hardware, that's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable.
That's a nonsense. Why would you want to do that?
Well, Unreal Engine 5 just boggles down the current consoles now and PC now. Like, I mean, just think about what look at a game like for instance, Borderlands 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look how bad that game ran. And it wasn't like a super graphical masterpiece like you would think. No. I mean, the game looked good, looks great, but it had so many problems. And then when you had Randy Pitchford come out there and be an asshole and sit there and tell people, well, just deal with it, whatever, just, and try to downplay the fact that they rushed out the game and the game had so many problems, it hurt the game's sales. What do you think you trying to push out another engine when you don't have Unreal Engine 5 properly put together on these games yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that is just, like you said, it's a money thing, but it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Too early.
Yeah, it's too soon. But they teased it like, okay, from what I saw with the Rocket League, and I know Sinister, I know you about to say something, but what I saw with the Rocket League teaser trailer with Unreal Engine 6, all I saw was a smidget of a fresh coat of paint, and I saw reflections that's more shinier than we see on Unreal Engine 5. So you still got The Witcher 4 coming out. They're using it. The next Cyberpunk is most likely using Unreal Engine 5. And then there's a lot of these indie developers that's actually using the Unreal Engine 5 right now. And you're just going to put the Unreal Engine 6 out there like right now. Like people are just starting to get their foot in the door on Unreal Engine 5. That's why I'm saying that all of this they're doing is for cash grab purposes and not for what the consumers want, and based out of the gaming space and out of the developer space. Because like right now, there's a lot of developers that's still using the Unity engine. If you look at what's going on with Capcom with the RE engine, they're defining the graphical nature of what they're doing with their games. And same thing with the Northlight engine for the new Control game and other games that Remedy is working on. So I'm looking at the space of Unreal Engine being more on that space of just getting cash grab stuff, and other engines they really trying to perfect the engine, and they're not rushing to go out there on putting out another engine right now because they're doing something that's so well. And that's why I say the RE engine is actually doing its justice, and the Northlight engine is doing its justice. Unity starting to do better, and Microsoft got their own engines, but they're utilizing Unreal a lot, and same thing with PlayStation. I'm just disappointed with this news today about Unreal Engine 6. It's not needed right now. That could have waited until a few years down the line, until after they really utilized and got the Unreal Engine 5 put together properly. And that's a disappointment. But Sinister, what are your thoughts about it?
I mean, I think it's a good thing. 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 I Well, I mean, since you mostly all talked about it, so I'll just probably be brief about it. I mean, I agree with you. It's like it just seems like it's just going on pure greed, a cash grab. It's like, I mean, you got so many issues with Unreal Engine 5. It's like, yeah, it
Mhm.
hasn't been used to its fullest. I was like, you want to announce something like this? It's just it's based on pure greed. It's like the people at the top. It's like this is the games they play. This is with
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like oh, but of course, Candy, like some of the interviews I did with the devs, majority of the people I've interviewed love using Unity because it's easier to utilize, and there's only a rare few that actually use the Unreal Engine. It's like, I mean, it's like, yeah, they're talking about, like, the challenge of using it. So now, I mean, hey, we're 6 years into this generation with the Series X and S and PS5, and they still haven't worked out the kinks all the way out yet. So, and now it's like for Unreal Engine 6, like you can say
Mhm.
that until the next generation. Don't bother putting this stuff out now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
it's not a
it's
rush.
just, yeah, it's just, I can't say insane in the membrane, but no, it's just pure greed. I was like, it just constantly like a parody song. You know how Cash rules everything around it with Wu Tang. Some of us just put out a song called GREED.
You're right, right.
So
Now check this out, guys. This is crazy. I just pulled this up. Okay, so the kind of definitive final title
Mhm.
that used Unreal Engine 4. Could y'all guess what the name of that game is?
what is it?
It is Alone in the Dark, which was released in 2024.
Oh wow,
Dang, the graphics in that game actually looked good.
Oh yeah, like I
the
mean, just think
graphic was great.
yeah, but that was but see, that tells you how long and how good that those engines are. Like they have it's a fantastic engine that they make, but it just shows you how long that it takes before you actually get all of the juice out of the lemon. You know what I mean? Like it just is crazy to me. So when you got a game that came out in 2024 that was using Unreal Engine 4. How long do you think that it's going to be before you see the last game that's going to be used on Unreal Engine 5? So yeah, both of you guys is absolutely right. It's crazy to announce it now. We just found out about this in 2001 about Unreal Engine. I mean, for games to be implemented in Unreal Engine 5. So, I mean, we're going on pretty much a decade of using Unreal Engine 5. So it is pretty bonkers. It's pretty bonkers, but maybe it's just for like investors, like you said, it's the greed thing. So
I don't. It's that too, but I feel like it's something else behind it. We can't pinpoint it right now. We probably have to like wait a few months from now to see what's really going on. Um, right now it's a disappointment, man, because it's like you're not maximizing the Unreal Engine 5 to its highest caliber, which it should be, because it would make games better. And then again, you're using Unreal Engine 5 or no Unreal Engine 6 and you're announcing that, but these consoles, the PC, is not maximized on its infidelity structure of the graphical side of the gaming with Unreal Engine 5. So that's why I see where the disappointment is at. Like, okay, for example, right? Thick as Thieves, right? You could tell it uses the Unreal Engine 5, and graphically it's amazing. It looks beautiful, right? The water reflections on point, the lighting structure is popping. You hear me? The shininess on the diamonds that I was trying to get in the actual missions is actually on point. The problem that I'm having right now with it is the early announcements of this, that it doesn't even need to be there. It's not right now. You could have did that 2028, 2029. That would have been a perfect time to announce it. Now, bad timing. Point blank period. Bad timing. You dig? But speaking on bad timing and bad news, but it ain't that bad of a news and all these other news. PlayStation prices actually go up again. Since take it away.
I mean, yeah, just like you heard, it's like once again, it's just the greed that's going all around. Just the greed about the investors at the top. One with this Unreal Engine. Well, I'm sure it's not the main point, but onto PlayStation Plus. And so now, like, you're gonna raise the price of it again after you just raised the prices of the consoles. Like, come on, man. It's like people don't have to. Some people don't have that kind of money like that. But I mean, now you're gonna alienate people further away from it. So you know what? It's like, watch that. It's gonna go up this amount every year, even though it doesn't affect like current users for what the report is saying. But however, for those overseas or everywhere else that's affected, it's like I was like, come on, it's
Mhm.
bad enough you raise the price of the system. Now you're doing the refurbish, and now the service itself. Now you're gonna push a lot of people away. It's like, you know what? Why should I pay money for these subscription services on paying online? I can just go to PC and play it for free. You know, you're paying for the internet and things like that. But no, I was like, but when it comes to PS Plus and Game Pass and stuff like that, between the two, I'm liking Game Pass. You know, because like what it has to offer. But don't get me wrong. There's some years that PS Plus has done great with as far as like the free games are offered. But as far as this year's go, they've been offering like some majority of it's been
Yeah.
crap games and stuff they've been offering lately. So, but yeah, it just to me it just seems like everybody's running on the same playbook. It's like, hey man, we're trying to get as much money. It's like they're offering you, they're making you pay more, but you're getting less in return. It's like you're not getting your money's worth out of it if you got to keep raising these prices. You got to come up with these skills. Oh, it's the marketplace. No, it ain't the marketplace. It's just you being greedy. You just want to line your pockets even fatter. But it's just my thing is like you got to the gamers out there. You got to think with your wallet. If you think hey, if it's beyond your means, don't get it. If you feel like you're getting screwed, like like Vince McMahon is like is Vince McMahon working up there behind the scenes, like, running the playbook about how to screw your customers, just like he screws the wrestlers, and
Yeah.
things like that. But I don't know. What do you think, Kano?
I honestly think at this point right now, Sony's just showing its hands as an anti-consumerist company to a degree, even though it hasn't gone up by much. You know what I'm saying? But I
Uh,
honestly feel like
Nintendo's the
there's a
king of it.
yeah, Nintendo's the king of anti-consumerism, but it seems like Sony is really trying to compete in that space of anti-consumerism. Yeah, yeah, I know y'all been hearing about what's going on with people getting their accounts hacked into and all that stuff.
We
It's
got the
crazy over
worst
there.
security ever.
Yeah, but when you look at these prices that keeps going up, I think the purpose of that, and I'm gonna just throw a dart out there right quick on that situation. I feel like one of the reasons why these prices keep going up outside of what we've been seeing with this inflation is based off the fact that Sony used to market Call of Duty heavy on their side, right? And they used to make a lot of money from that space. So since they had the ABK deal, Sony's really trying to recoup them funds in a way of them trying to make sure they get money to try to develop their games in that space, if that makes any sense. Now, when you look at the price points of what they're doing right now, I don't agree with it by a long shot. I hate that these prices keeps going up. These consoles should be going down in price by now. It should have been 2 years ago. The prices should have been going down, but that's neither here or there. We're in inflation. We got a crooked president, crooked Congress, all of that stuff. That's figgity facts, no fiction. We ain't gonna sugarcoat the truth. But at the end of the day, though, we're not getting bang for our buck with these price upgrades on the PlayStation side. We're not getting wow factor games that goes on PlayStation Plus, especially with the extra and premium. So why would you want to go up in price whereas you're not getting that wow factor of these games compared to Xbox? Xbox get more of a wow factor of games, and same thing with Nintendo in a sense. And to all you PlayStation fanboys out there, I can just shake my head because y'all are part of the problem. I'm just saying, y'all are part of that problem because y'all see nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the R. Kelly song. So y'all really need to get it together and understand that if y'all need to put your foot down, let your voices be heard, that this is abysmal to the fact that these prices keep going up. You're not getting bang for your buck when it comes to these games that's being presented each month. And a lot of these games is not wowing you. Matter of fact, your exclusive titles that's supposed to be exclusives should be on PlayStation Plus. It don't have to be day and date, but like the classic games should be on there. We know what The Last of Us Part One and Two. I'm tired of The Last of Us Part One and Two, man. They've been releasing that game time and time and time again. That's too much. I played and beat The Last of Us Part One and Two many a times. I'm tired of it now. I want at least do a Last of Us Part 3 to finish it off or something. Golly, man. But I digress. But anywho, like, okay, Sinister, Mega, like, what game have they released? That are they releasing for the month of June for PlayStation Extra and Essential? That's going to wow people. If y'all know,
I have no idea.
Same here.
Yeah, I don't have no idea. I can look.
yeah,
Hold on. Let me look.
yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, look that up.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna continue to preach the gospel to people. You feel me?
Go ahead.
Well, not like that, but tell the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's no secret. We all are Xbox guys, but we do like PlayStation games too. So it's no secret. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Nintendo. It's like this. When it comes to like Sony and like I said, the price point. Okay, you want to go ahead and bump that price point up. But what are we going to get out of this in the long run? What are we going to get phenomenal games? Are we going to get day and date stuff? Is these exclusives going to be a wild one? What really makes me think about it is why we haven't seen Stellar Blade up there for PlayStation Plus Extra or Essential. Why Lost Soul Aside is not there for PlayStation Plus Essential. You dig? Because Lost Soul Aside could have actually helped them with the sales and help people with word of mouth with the game, but the reviews and a lot of what other people said, they said the game is bad, but you never know until us as gamers play it for ourselves. Because when it comes to journalism, a lot of not content creators, but a lot of other media outlets don't really game. Unlike the gamer section, we play video games over here. You did. So that's just my point of view. That's just my thoughts. So, Kimbe, what you got for us?
All right. So it's at the. Is this a wish list or is this a list? Okay, so I'm it's going to be two different lists. Okay, so I'm going to go off of this one right here.
Okay.
Liza P. That well, no, hold on, no, let me back up because I think that's just a wish list. Okay, so it's already right here. It says if this is a pretty damn good list. If this is okay, so for PS Extra and Premium games, it says. Destiny Warriors Origins, Dragon Ball Z, Sparking Zero, and Mafia Old Country.
Now, if that's true,
that's for Essential.
Okay. Now, if that's true, that would be fire.
That would be really good.
Oh yes, that'd be great.
That'd be fire. But there's only one problem with that.
What?
PlayStation have a bunch of exclusive titles. They should be promoting that stuff on Essential as well. If they're not,
I agree.
Yeah. If they're not promoting stuff that's on Essential with their PlayStation exclusives, then I would say those titles is cool, but they're invalid because some of the games, if you look at Xbox, when they put their stuff on Game Pass, they have a lot of the exclusives on there and it's permanently going to be on there. It's not going to be on there for a time period. Unlike Sony, if you look at Forspoken, for example, right? Forspoken is an exclusive to Sony for the PS5. That game should have stayed on PlayStation Plus to Infinity and beyond. And if you look at other games like, what else? Returnal. I don't know if Returnal's on there for PlayStation Plus Extra or Essential. That should be up there for Infinity. We know Destruction All Stars is up there, even though that game was a dud. So I say this. You know what would do Sony justice and to get people to really buy into the PlayStation Plus Extra and Essential? Put Wolverine on PlayStation Plus Extra and Essential. If they would do that,
they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
They're not going to do it. We know they're not going to do it. You know they're not going to do that. But if they were to do that, that will do them wonders because it will get people to buy into the Essential and Extra and Premium, kind of like how Game Pass is, because people are buying into Game Pass even now more than ever now because they dropped the price on it. Yeah, they lowered the price and they putting more bang for your buck when it comes to the games on Game Pass. Even with the Nintendo, what they call Nintendo now?
Well, they're online.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Nintendo Online. That's what it's called. It just came to me. They're even putting bang for your buck with some of their classic games and stuff like that. Even though they need to do a better job in putting some of their original games that's on Nintendo Switch 2 in one right now that can go into the Nintendo Online and incorporate that. That would be doing wonders. Right. But at the end of the day, Sony right now is kind of kind of playing catch up to a degree when it comes to Game Pass and Nintendo Online, because the backwards compatibility based side of PlayStation is still abysmal right now.
Yeah.
You did.
Okay, so here's for the I guess for the plus extra
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. We love Katamari reroll.
Ain't they supposed to be leaving?
Yeah, they're saying that they're leaving June 16th. I'm just going by what they're saying on the games. Lego and Incredibles, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and lawn mowing simulator. And then you have and then you have those games that it says right here, and this is off of Google. So Destiny Warriors Origins, Dragon Ball Z, Sparking Zero, and Mafia: The Old Country, which that would be really, really, really good if if that's just accurate. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's decent. That's decent. All right. Well, let's speak on some good news when it comes to Sony. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on. Let me make my point on that.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Let me make my point because and I'll be quick.
No,
take your time.
There's two reasons for this, and well, just one major reason. They know people are not going to be buying the console at that price range for their raising the console, so they're like, you know what, we got to hit our customers over the head, because one thing I don't think you guys recognized or caught on to was that you have to have the PSN Plus in order for you to have saved games. I know that there's a workaround.
Oh, we've been in that.
Yeah, but most people don't know that workaround. So you got it. So it's cold blooded. Like, we're going to raise the price of your monthly service. So we know that so we can try to recoup that money that we're going to lose, because we aren't going to get the same type of money that we would get for at this time if we were selling consoles, because we know our consoles is going to be sitting on shelves. So that's one factor right there. The other factor too is just like what you guys alluded to, is that like they're in the business now of just making money. They're not being customer friendly like they used to be. I thought that PlayStation has turned to that ever since like the PlayStation 4 generation.
I say more towards the late. I say late PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3, yeah, late PlayStation 3, yeah. Well, I mean, well, you could go by the other price point and all that, yeah. But definitely the PlayStation 4. But it is apparent in this generation about how PlayStation is operating and how they're moving. I mean, there should be no way in God's green earth that if somebody owns a game that you still have to pay $10 upgrade for. It should be just, like, listen, you bought this game on a PlayStation 3. We're talking about like a game like The Last of Us. You bought this game on a PlayStation 3. You bought this game on a PlayStation 4. There was another version, I believe, that was on the PlayStation 4. Then now there's a PlayStation 5 version. You should sit there and say, hey, customers, thank you so much for supporting this gem, but no, let me instead nickel and dime you over the head. And that's just crazy. And then just to be diabolical and knowing that people have to pay for PSN Plus.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, for you to save your games, hide that under a paywall.
Right.
It's just diabolical, man. Diabolical.
Yeah, there's another thing about.
Yeah.
I mean, like the way they got to recoup their costs. Like, think about it with Bungie. Bungie cost them a lot of money because they didn't get that much back in returns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So appreciate you for bringing that up, Kana, because like all the losses they took, because they saw what Microsoft done with the APK deal. It's like, hey, we got Bungie, we paid billions of dollars, but yet look what you got back in return. Like, they cost you $765 million.
Yeah, they basically got cookie crumbs. That's what they basically got.
Well, and just all the other bad investments that they had. You had Concords. You got you worked on. You put $350 million into Spider-Man 2. It didn't live up to expectations and get the acclaim that it was supposed to get. All the money that was invested into all these online services, and most of them are gone or dying. So like you look, and then on top of that, you add the Bungie situation. So yeah, they're going to find every way and to nickel and dime us. But listen, it's like what you said. You know what I'm saying? Think with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? You have to, because if you don't, then and if you keep listening to these cuck PlayStation stands out there that sit there and says everything is okay, it's all lollipops and rainbows, then it's going to be you that's going to be hurt as a customer, because you know what your monthly income is, or what your yearly income is. And some people will sit here and tell you any and everything, and they'll be getting free copies of games and getting ad revenue on their channels, while you're sitting here listening to this and saying, you know what, you're right, I'm a gamer, I need to sit there and support it. Stop listening to the bullshit, people. Understand what's going on here. If the company is not doing you any service, then you have to sit there and pull back and let them understand, I'm not going to stand for it, and you gotta vote with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? You just got to. It's no different with Xbox. It's no different with Nintendo. But we are in a climate right now where people will just boldly lie to you and tell you that this is a good thing for the gaming industry, while they're sitting here, while over here, people over here living in a 1-bedroom flat, sitting here bragging about like, well, I just bought this game and I have to show, and saying Game Pass is garbage and you're not a real gamer. Nah, bro, you can't listen to these people. You got to sit there and do your due diligence.
Dang, this man just spoke the facts. That man he just put his foot down, let him know I ain't playing that. Dang.
It's ignorance. I get sick of it. It's for years. Like, you can sit there, like the whole thing where I remember I was talking to a couple of people when I was invited on the Weapon Wheel some years back, and I was talking about, like, I bought me a few games or whatever, and then I was told, well, did you beat those games? I'm like, I'm almost done with one of the games, but the other games, therefore, for the back burner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how I buy games. Well, you're not a real gamer, because if you buy that game, you need to play it and beat it right then buy another game. And I'm like, first off, if you're paying my bills, then you can tell me what I need to do with my money. Secondly, if you ain't doing that, then why don't you do it? You have your system, I have mine. But that's the type of ignorance that we got to deal with on the internet, where people just make up anything and just say whatever that comes out of their ass. It don't even come out of their mouth. It's just pure diarrhea, and it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, and so don't let these people sit there and try to scapegoat you to believe that, listen, man, hey, man, I got gas out here in Oklahoma. I just got gas. I just went and got gas, put it in my truck. Lord have mercy. $4.50.
Hey, Omega, that's what I call social. Those are social gamers. Those are the ones that say, buy the games but don't play the games, and just probably play about an hour worth of it, and then just to say, oh yeah, I played this happened. Okay, I'll give an example. I give an example, right? My fault. Listen, so let me say this real quick. All right, you know the game Lunar Abyss, right? They just came out.
Right.
All right. Now we had got a review code for it earlier. Well, I did, right? And I played and beat that game. Phenomenal game, right? It's a hidden gem. When you see individuals that look at this game like this, right? Now I say about 80% of the people that's on social media that's supposed to be gamers hasn't even played the game. And the reason why is because they see it on social media, they probably watch reviews or whatever, and then they act like they played the game. And that's one of the definitions of a social gamer. They talk like they played the game or talk like they're supposing gamers, but in actuality, they're not real gamers. And the same people that probably say, oh, I got all this gamer score, got all these platinum trophies, you played the super easiest games where you could actually get the platinum trophies and achievements. All right? Now, us as gamers over here at the gamer section, we play pretty much any and every game. We all got our favorite genre of gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, my favorite is fighting games and single player games. Sometimes multiplayer. I play once in a blue moon, but I'm in the single player and fighting games. That's me. You dig what I'm saying? I know K Mega got his fair share of games that he goes to play, and the same thing with Sinister. But, and I'm off topic of what we were talking about, but the point I'm trying to make is that
put our money, you know what I'm saying? Put your money where your mouth is when it comes to this game, and don't
exactly
check your thought. Like Sinister said, look at your finances before you try to brag about how many games you got in your library. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, gas was $4.50. Well, it was almost $4.60. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta put just regular, no ethanol in my truck. So I mean, I could, but I don't want. I never do. So and I had to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? Like when you put $110 in your truck, in your tank, that's 2 games, or that's a whole premium game right there, bro. Like ain't nobody got no time for that bullshit. Like, so listen, it is. And Sinister, I want to pass this to you because I know you wanted to say something. Right. I just think that people have to start paying attention more about who's being honest about the situation instead of people that just want to gaslight everything and just make it seem like, oh no, it's your fault that this company is doing what they're doing.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. What do you think, Sinister?
I mean, I'm with you on that. It's like, I mean, like you mentioned about the gas prices. I mean, like you, because I had to, fill up my SUV the other day. Like gas was like $4.49 here in Kentucky. I was like, I mean, it's just when it comes to the game. Yeah.
The average here is $3.95, but like for the gas that I got to get it was $4.55. So
yeah, because like usually it's probably the same here, like the $3.95 and up, but other than that, like. Just to wrap this up, but I mean, when it comes to that, to say, just you got to be smarter financially when it comes to what comes to your purchase about your games and stuff like that. Like, don't listen to other people. Look for yourself. That's like, I mean, you can sit there and listen to what they say, but don't believe everything that they say. It's like, hey, look for yourself. Like, look from your own perspective. Look, this is your money. They're not paying your bills.
Right.
Yeah, and for me, man, I just play what I want to play. I don't care what anybody else got to say.
Facts.
Exactly. What you play on your time is your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts. But we do got some good news on PlayStation, though. So they are planning on. There's rumors going around that they're planning on reviving some of their old IPs from the old franchise. So that is good news. But in my opinion, seeing is believing. So I'm just taking that with a grain of salt because right now I feel like Sony's really just money hungry and being very greedy and just really want to cancel the IPs. But if this true, though, Herman Hoyce basically has seen the light and say, finally, we are putting more single player games out there and going back to our old IPs that people have been asking for. Because personally, for me, the games that I liked it on PlayStation 3 and stuff like that, and 2 and all that. Like I like games like Killzone. Killzone was a phenomenal game. It wasn't better than Halo in certain aspects of it, but Resistance was a phenomenal game. Twisted Metal was a phenomenal game. You dig what I'm saying? Jack and Dexter, Infamous. And they say Infamous, that's rumored to they're making a remake for 1 and 2, putting it into one big game. Cool, I'm excited. That makes me excited about playing the classic games like that, and they're remaking it. It's not a remaster, it's a remake. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand it's a difference between a remake and remaster, because a remaster is just basically a fresh coat of paint. A remake is basically a game a game story that's told in a different angle. You dig? But I'm half excited, half not excited. And then they're saying stuff about they're going to show more first party titles at State of Play next week. So I'm definitely at the point right now. It's like, I got seeing is believing, because these leaks, it can be true, but it could be also lies. And there's the saying, a lie is more entertaining than the truth. So, but anywho, though, Sinister, what are your thoughts about it?
I mean, like you, I was like, hey, I got to see it to believe it, because like, okay, talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than the words. So unless you're gonna put some some screenshots, some gameplay, something like that, just to get us to believe, just to get us to buy in, and say, hey, you think about bringing back these IPs? All right, but other than that, yeah, these are just rumors. Like, don't take everything with a grain of salt. I mean, I'll be great. And all right, say the scenario. Say like they do, if it is confirmed, like, hey, we're willing to put in on it. Let's go ahead and try to bring back these IPs and hey, bring that nostalgia, because you got to think about it lately. A lot of people, like, including myself, I mean, there's times I go back to the retro stuff because, like, sometimes the stuff in this new generation is trash.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying. I mean, there's times I can go back to, play nostalgia like on the previous system, emulators, whatever I can, wherever you can get your hands on. But still, but as far as in this scenario, I was like, Sony, Herman Hoyce, whoever's at the top, is like, yeah, if you're willing on doing it, like, hey, show me the proof. If you're willing, you're willing to do this without the greed. Of course, everything you're doing is by pure greed. But anyway, if you're not all about that greed BS, it's like, hey, I'll be sold. But as for right now, I keeping my expectations at 0.
Just remember this: kick, punch is all your might. If you
Oh my goodness.
But your turn, K man. I take it
Oh
in.
man, yeah, no. Yeah, no, it would be a great thing. I mean, there's so many classics. I mean, I usually repeat these games because there's some of my most beloved games like Legend of Legaia, Mark of the Cree, you know what I'm saying, Legend of Lagoon.
oh, Legend of
Those,
Lagoon. That was my
yeah,
game. That was my
uh,
game.
yeah, those are Dark Cloud. Like those games mean
Right.
a lot to
Mhm.
me. Those were great titles. Of course, on top of that, Siphon Filter, Twisted Metal Warhawk. The list goes on. There's so many great
Oh,
IPs
Twisted
that
Metal
Sony has.
Black. Yeah. Twisted
Yeah,
Metal
man.
2 and Black
Oh.
Yeah,
those are my
two
two
and
favorites.
Black. Yeah, those are my two favorites as well.
Yeah,
Those-
Oh,
Warhawk was
there's
just its own
one.
game.
There's
yeah,
another one
yeah.
though. There's another one that y'all ain't say yet. Bushido Blade.
Oh,
Bushido
Bushido
Blade.
Blade was dope. Bushido
Yeah.
Blade, but I think that was a SquareSoft game. So that was,
Yeah,
or
it was.
now Square Enix. But yeah, no, that would be
Well,
great if they would do that. Like, but any of those type of classics that could come back. I mean, it would be incredible. And sometimes we get caught up because at that time we didn't know. We thought that they were all PlayStation games. Like if you go back and look at like Xenosaga,
Hey, Mega,
stuff like yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but Bushido Blade was actually made by Sony Computer Entertainment.
Oh, was it? Well,
It was
was it at
developed
the
by
time that?
Lightweight. It was developed by Lightweight. The publishers was on the Japanese side. SquareSoft actually produced on the Japanese end, but worldwide it was Sony Computer Entertainment.
Okay, but now there was a time that Sony owned SquareSoft,
Yeah, that is
and
true.
then they broke off, and then they became Square Enix. So that's
Yeah.
so either way, you know what I'm saying. So let's
You're right.
just
You're
say,
right.
yeah. Well, no, let's just say that that's fine. Bring it back, please. I'm just saying. I love Bushido Blade. So 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So there's so many classics, and that's what I was trying to say. Like when you talk
Yeah.
about games like Battle Arena Toshinden, like that was one of my favorite
Oh,
fighters. I
man,
know
that
that
was
was, you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
But
like I played all three
know-
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that or Tabal, which that was another SquareSoft game, but those games were on PlayStation. Those games I played on PlayStation,
Of
like
course,
that,
Destruction Derby. I rented the heck out of that game.
bro. Like you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, but they got so many IPs. Like, oh my God, I can't really think of the name of it right now. Now, see, if they wanted to be bold with their online, I remember now. I think that they would what they had like with the companies that they have now. If they wanted to try to really push Mag, y'all remember Mag,
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
where they had the big huge online game.
Oh yes, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Try that. They could have tried that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Encore or whatever the hell else that they've done. So, but yeah, bring the classics back. I mean, what people want is Siphon Filter, Killzone, stuff like that, like Infamous Second Son. I mean,
Soulcom.
Soulcom. Like, if you could bring those games back, then if that's one of those games that you bring back, then hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation, you're finally listening to the community. But just like with the Jackson Daxters, with the Sly Coopers, I mean, they have so many IPs, man. It doesn't make any sense to keep seeing all the stuff that they've been regurgitating to us. So finally, they're listening, and so let's see. But like everybody else said, let's just wait and see. But I really hope that they're going to do that, and I hope it's like Killzone or something like that drops.
Yeah. Well,
Just gotta be careful not to get worked.
and that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
But Nate the Hate, he's a reliable source. You know what I'm saying? He's been like a person asked him about state of play and asked him, are they gonna show more actual first party titles? And he basically confirmed like, yeah, but I'm the type of person when it comes to like sources and stuff like that, like Public Enemy, like what Sinister always say, don't believe the hype, man. Just wait and see. And and it's June 2nd. June 2nd is that time when we see the state of play. And a side note, we are gonna like next week's Gamer Section podcast is a strictly predictions episode. So we're gonna be predicting all the showcases and stuff like that, and talk about the upcoming games they may show at these pressers, these showcase events. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be litty in the city for sure. But anywho though, you heard me, we're gonna go ahead and move on and basically talk about the the hardware differences that could actually give Xbox Series X an edge within its actual FSR 4.1 upscaling. It's actually a rumor. Sinister know about it more than I do, so go ahead, take it away.
All right, yeah. So now they're talking about using the AMD FSR 4.1 RDA. Like it's basically like just to put basically more horsepower into the systems. Like it can almost like be up there with like fighting against the PS5 Pro, with things like that. But but both systems both use AMD on there, but AMD Ryzen, the Ryzen, things like that. But with the FSR, man, it's like, I mean, you got to think about it. It can have like 48.6 tops. I mean, that's just like a lot of horsepower that's under the engine. Like that could, drive the games in there. Just like the hardware it could push the system up even further. It's like, especially if they put something like that in their systems and how the games will be designed on there. Like, I mean, you talk about it highly detailed, and the smoothness on there. I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, it could be up there like running at 8K or higher and things like this, but not to get ahead of myself, but still, like with AMD FSR, like if anybody on there, like I'm usually like an AMD guy, it's like especially in my PCs and in the equipment that I use and stuff like that. But I bet with this FSR 4.1, especially with the Series X, oh man, I mean it can handle like almost everything. Like, shoot. Oh man, but I don't want to say too much about it. What about you, Kane? Oh, excuse me, Mega.
No, it's all right. When it comes to like deep tech like that, I mean, I've gotten a lot better. I used to just not, hey man, next. But since I built my PC and stuff like that, I know a lot more about the terminologies and all that. Now, what I do know about this, and also I want to try to throw a wrinkle in here as well. Okay, so there's speculations about like, okay, it could be played on the PlayStation 5, maybe. But definitely on the Series X, because the Series X and S, they went all in on their alcuculture, or however you want to say that.
The ecosystem and all that.
The ecosystem, right. The one thing though is that I think while PlayStation backed off, because if you remember, they changed their when they redid their PlayStation 5s, they cut costs. Well, not only with like the internals with the metals and things like that, but also with how they implemented things in there, and they also wanted to promote PSSR. So I think that if it might could be played on PlayStation 5, but I think that it would kind of mess up the PS5's the PlayStation Pros, like PlayStation's approach about the PlayStation Pro of saying this is the best place to play console games, and especially on PlayStation you need to mess with the PSSR. You know what I mean? So with Xbox, there's a situation with me that it definitely is available, but will the developers will third-party developers utilize it? So the best thing that we can hope for is if they have partnerships and then they utilize it with those second and third parties, and definitely utilize it in your first-party titles. Do it in use 4.1 on all your first party titles and things like that. Like Sinister said, like it is fantastic. It really helps out, like with the blurring, the smoothness of the frame rates, all that.
Screen tearing.
Yeah, screen tearing, all that. So it would definitely benefit, and then also what I don't think a lot of people caught up on. This technology is on the Series S.
Yeah.
On the Series S, it's still the most.
The one they call a potato.
Yes, to me, it is the most impactful console for entry level console ever in the history of consoles. No doubt about it. We're talking about the Series S. When people sit there and do comparisons to the Switch 2 and then do it to the Series S plays way more games than the Switch 2. You know what I mean? Like, and so I don't even want to hear that. Yeah, there might be some times where the Switch 2 could have maybe better frame rates or something of that nature. But if you can add, if these developers would want to add that, especially to the Series S, that will make it even a much more better buy for people who still want to get into this generation. Also, Xbox got to help these people out by lowering the price of the Series S. But it just shows that they went gun ho, and it's just up to the third party if they want to do it. But put it on to all your first party, man. Just put it on all your first party games going forward, and especially when we know about the premium prices of what these new consoles is going to cost. We're going to still have people that's going to want to buy the Series S and the PlayStation 5s and all that. So just to get to the entry point, because they know that if the PlayStation 6 and the Project Helix is going to be upwards of $800 to $1,200. It ain't going to be too many people going to buy those consoles day one. It's going to be people's going out there getting the Series S, X, and PlayStation 5 and PlayStation Pro. So
exactly.
That's dope. For me, I don't really have too much to say about it because y'all really said it for me. If it does this actually boost up the actual Series X, it's going to do wonders because like the graphical infrastructure for it is going to be enhanced into a whole nother atmosphere. And if you look at it in the sense of like, okay, I'll give an example. I'll use Grand Theft Auto 6 for example, right? That's coming out November 17th of this year.
Yeah, 17th.
So if you look at the graphical side of it, we haven't seen the gameplay for Grand Theft Auto 6 yet, nothing like that. But if you look at the trailer and stuff, how it will look, and if you see how they can utilize it for the Series X and same thing with NBA 2K27 and all these other games, then yeah, it'll be a beautiful thing. But it's good that they're saying it, but I gotta see it in action. That's just me. I'd rather see it in action than just talking. Get what I'm saying? That's just me.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. It's all about what the developers want to do. Like if they don't feel like they have the time, or if that's just like one of those things where if it's a parody situation, like, well, I don't want to be working on this game that's going to be on both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation Pro. And it has, and let's say that when we release that game and only Xbox is utilizing it, I don't want to use those tools to make the Xbox look like it's more superior, because then Sony might not want to work with me going forward for whatever deal of whatever games that they might be interested in, because you got to put that in the equation as well. So that's why I say Xbox, utilize it with your first parties, and if you got second party deals, see if you could try to use that as well. But especially, and also older games too. Older Xbox games. Oh my God! Like the backwards compatibility games. If you could utilize that to those older games, it's a win.
It would be fire.
It would be fire.
This one thing that I do want Xbox to do. One of the things I want Xbox to do before we dive into this next topic is they need to put an achievement system on the OG Xbox games as well. That would that would do wonders.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That would boost up my score.
Same, man. Because I'll be honest with you, I kind of really gotten back into doing achievement hunting, because I do like to hunt achievements to a degree, but I don't like to be like the type of achievement hunter that be like playing the super easy games just to get the gamer score up there. You know, I like to really play the games and really enjoy the games, because people that do that achievement hunting stuff, they play the super easy games just to get the easy score and don't really enjoy the game. You dig what I'm saying? And that's not me. I like to play the games that I enjoy and get my 1,000 gamer score, or 200 or 2,000 gamer score, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And
I mean, for me, I like to go for games that have high replay value, not just something that's super easy. I just don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, and I noticed that with a lot of these individuals got a million or 2 million gamer score, they played a lot of them super easy games to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a person that was trying to catch up to me on the gamer score. And I'm not saying no names. I knew who that person is. K-Maker said the name of that brand earlier in the podcast. I ain't gonna say what it is. But you know what I'm saying? Person's trying to catch up to me in gamer score. I'm like, if you pass me, you pass me. I don't care. I'm just doing it because I like to play the game. What the hell? You did. But I digress. But anywho, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, man. We're going to talk about this new Xbox, new CSO. He basically wants to revive storied franchises and strengthen the actual console business. Well, I want to break this down to a science on two different things. He said the console business and basically revive storied franchises. Okay. Let's start out with the story franchises. All right.
Okay.
Look at the OG Xbox exclusive games that came out back in the day.
Oh, so
Blood
many of
Wake.
them.
Yeah, so many of them. Blood Wake. Fusion Frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, I forgot that fighting game that was. It was made by one of the former. Well, I don't know if he's still with NetherRealm right now, but he had came out with his own fighting game. I think Tu Wong
Oh, you talking
Fang or
about John
something.
Tobias?
Yeah, John Tobias. He came out with
Yeah.
Tu
Tao
Wong
Fang.
Fang.
Tao
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 Fang.
Fang.
Fang. Tao Fang.
Yeah,
Yep.
they can do a new Tao Fang game. You know what I'm saying?
And there was
Or
another one with a K.
Oh, Kojo
Yep.
Chojin.
Yeah. Those two. Yeah.
yeah,
Which one did you like? Which one did you like better? I because it was
Mhm.
Tao Fang was dope, but I liked the K because I could
The
never
Kodo
yeah,
Chojin.
I liked that one better. Even though like the controls was Tao Fang's controls was better, but I just like the aesthetic and the fighting motions of the other game better. But anyway,
I
keep
don't
going.
know.
Sorry.
Now you good. Nah, I like both of them, so I can't really call it. Yeah, I mean, I like
Okay.
both of them.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to judge. You dig? But I like both of them. They doing that with Fable, which I think Fable should still be an exclusive. That's just my personal opinion. Um, let's see. You got the Halo Forza Gears. You got and you know what's crazy? Nobody hasn't said this game in a long time. I mean, a long time. One of the games that does need to make its return back and be exclusive to Xbox, and they can do that, is 99 Nights. They haven't not talked about that game in a long time. I'm telling y'all, and they only did 99 Nights and then the sequel to it, and they could bring that back. That would be phenomenal. You dig what I'm saying? Uh, what's the other game they had? I think it was Circle of Doom. It was another type of it was kind of like Dynasty Wars. I think that's the name of the game. It was on 360 and it was exclusive to the 360. They could bring that back. It's just like if they want to do story franchises, go back and deep dive into the series. I mean not series, the OG Xbox. Like you remember when they had that trailer to Phantom Dust, right?
Yeah.
The remake that they
Yeah.
was doing. They can go back into that realm and really remake a Phantom Dust game. They
Would love
can
for them to bring back Phantom Dust.
facts. They can collab with Platinum Games like they did before on Ninja Gaiden 4 and actually work on Scalebound. Bring that back. You dig what I'm saying?
Don't say that. Do not say that game's name in front of me. You're gonna make me emotional, man. Don't do that. 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 You don't want, man. I'm gonna have to walk off, man. The pain.
Hey man, you gonna make him run to the car like bread.
You're gonna make me go to the truck, man, and sit back, man, and just listen to some slow jams or something, man. Like, bro, man, that hurt me so bad. Anyway, go ahead, brother. Keep going.
Scalebound. But nah, everybody but think about this though. Think about it though, Mega though. They worked with Platinum Games on Ninja Gaiden 4. So they basically like repaired that situation that they had before. So I think that was a good thing that they repaired that. So there's a possibility they can bring back Scalebound. Not only that,
Fantastic.
then look at Conquer Bad Fur Day. They can do that. And everybody and their mom been asking for this game for the longest, even myself, because it's a classic game. And I have to say Banjo Kazooie. Everybody's been asking for that game. I definitely want to play it again. Look at all the other games they was brought back. They brought back Voodoo Vince. Even I wasn't a fan of Voodoo Vince. But if they can do something crazy with Voodoo Vince, like in a remake stage, then that'd be cool. Or do a sequel, that'd be cool. Not only that, Blink's the Time Sweeper. Come on now. And then not only that though, you had the Transworld snowboarding game. And then Amped. Bring back Amped. Okay? Amped snowboard needs to come back badly. Amped. You hear me? So I'm not sugarcoating it, man. All these story franchises that's not all of them, but some of the story franchises that they have, bring those back. People will love them games. You feel me? Especially Amp. I'm telling you, man. Because right now we do have these SSX style games, but we don't have it all the way up to par right now. But Amp is one of them that needs to come back. That's Figgity Facts, no fiction. But before we get deeper into what I'm saying on the second part of this topic, I know I've been saying a lot. So starting with you, Sinister, like what franchises would you like Microsoft to actually bring back?
Well, you forgot to mention one, and that is Mech Assault. 'Cause that was my go-to when I first got my OG Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Like, ever since I got Xbox Live, man, I was just going ham on there. Now the sequel, I mean, the storyline was alright, but I like that whole get it out of the whole suit and to do all the whole hacking mechanic. But I mean, it was a good idea on paper. It was all right. But anyways, like I like to see that come back as a reboot. You mentioned Blinks. I mean, it's just some of like their first party titles. Like I mean, heck, I mean, you forget Halo and Forza both started on the OG Xbox. Then later the 360, it was Gears. But anyway, I mean, they have so many of these franchises they can bring back. That would be great, especially for their ecosystem. It's like, hey, I mean, they would bring nostalgia to some of us who played these games back then. It's like, oh, that would be awesome. You know, they all got the reboot treatment, the whole remake. I mean, however you see fit, like that would be awesome to bring those back, especially like the rare games that you mentioned, Banjo-Kazooie, the Conquer Bad Fur Day, like those rare titles. Like that'd be great to bring some of those back. Please bring. I mean, heck, they had the chance to bring back Perfect Dark. You know,
man,
that was unfortunate.
Too.
I was like, oh man, that hurt me when they decided to cancel. It's like, oh come on, but hopefully it'd be great if somebody who could pick that up and just revive it. You know, it's like give Joanna Dark another lease on life. You know, that would be great just to bring those back. If they can do it, it's like, hey man, Microsoft take my money. It's like, I mean, it would be great just to bring those back. You know, because I mean.
Yeah, now I'm gonna say I wish they would just go ahead and just reopen the Initiative Studio and just get back to work on Perfect Dark. That would do wonders. I ain't gonna hold you.
Exactly, man. Like those rare titles that they've been sitting dormant for so long. I mean, bring back some of them. Like I said, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie is like. I mean, think about it. You bring back Banjo-Kazooie and do it right. I mean, think about it. You have a whole lot of people like who played those games back then, like us. Oh yeah, like especially Conquer. Like I mentioned earlier, Conquer, I was like, oh man, he'd probably be even more dirty than he was like on the N64.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I can go on and on, but I don't want Mega, get his 2 cents in.
Yeah, one of the classics that comes to mind, and I'm glad that they made that backwards compatibility. I bought those games immediately. Atagi was the Atagi 1 and 2 were so good. I would love to see that. Another game that I kind of go back every couple of years and go back and play, Lost Odyssey. And
that game was trash.
Watch your mouth. You just it was hard. That's what it was. That game was not for the weak. It was not.
You know what it is though? Yeah, because I completed that game, so it's not hard. I'm just messing around. That game was phenomenal, man. That was a classic.
Yeah, that was a classic. Now you're trying to get. Lost Odyssey was incredible. Now trying to get past and get to that super bot thing once you beat the game, man, that thing was it was the DLC part. That son of a buck, boy. Anyway,
farm. That's all I tell people. Farm.
Yeah, you got to farm. You got to farm like crazy. Saying a lot of people talked about Blue Dragon.
The Last Remnant.
Oh yeah, The Last Remnant. Yeah. That's a very, very unique JRPG as well. But then you got like the fighters that we were just talking about. That would be fantastic to add on top of Killer Instinct. Xbox, I know that y'all working on that. Get to it. I need an announcement.
Oh, announcement for what?
For Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah, dang. When was the last time we all played Killer Instinct? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I play it every once in a while. Like I'll put it on Fight Night every once in a while. I haven't played because I haven't had Fight Night except just recently. But I've been kind of not as consistent. But yeah, I'll bring
Crimson Desert did that to you, man.
Crimson Desert. It just took everything away from me. But then there's Brute Force. Yeah, like it's just like when you talk about 99 Nights. Now again, with the thing with 99 Nights, I think that was I don't know. I think that was a partnership with Konami, maybe.
No,
I can't remember.
Else. No, it wasn't.
Was it just Xbox?
No, they had a studio that was based in Japan for Xbox. I forgot the name of that studio.
Okay, yeah. Now, I mean, golly, boy, 99 Nights would be perfect. I got those games too. Still, they're still. They don't look as pretty, but man, those games still slap. There's just so many. Like you guys was bringing up a lot of those, but those are the games that come. What was that? Was it Blazing Skies? The plane game. What was the
Blazing Angels?
It was Blazing Angels
Oh,
and then
Crimson
there was
Sky.
Crimson Skies. Yeah,
Crimson
I had them
Sky.
mixed up. I had them combined. Yeah. Crimson Skies. Man, or Blazing Angels. I don't know if Blazing Angels was a Xbox exclusive or not. That part I don't know. But then
The
like,
Blazing Angels, that was made by somebody else, but because
Okay,
there was an
okay.
arcade game too.
Oh, okay, that's right. So yeah,
Oh,
like
did
I
they
mean,
have
there's
Buffy the Vampire? So okay, all right, hold on. My fault to cut you
yeah.
off. It was a true
No,
story.
you're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, true story. All right, so it was like what 2001 had got the original Xbox, right?
Mhm.
And it came with that the dual disc with Jet Set Radio Future and Sega GT, and then they had like a lot of the trailers to the upcoming games like Blinks of Time Sweeper, Shenmue 2, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Transworld Snowboard, and that Xbox Live what it was the Xbox Live trailer when it was playing NFL Fever 22
Mm,
02, I mean.
Yeah.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is though is that a lot of them games that they have a chance to actually make back. And I'm gonna put
Yeah.
it for example. If you see, I don't think we're gonna get a Forza Motorsport anytime soon. I don't even see that
No.
happening. So if I were Microsoft, I will go back to the archive and bring back this one particular game that people may forgot about. And the last time we seen it was on the Xbox 360 until they made that transition. And I'm gonna have to say it's Project Gotham Racing.
Oh yes, I know GTR.
You know what I'm saying? That would do wonders because you got Forza Horizon and then Project Gotham Racing. That would do wonders because at the end of the day, Microsoft do have to compete with Sony when it comes to Gran Turismo, and you could do that with
Yes.
Project Gotham Racing.
Right.
You could. You definitely could. I'd still have hope for Motorsport because Motorsport is still the best looking racer out there. It is very simulated. It's the most simulated Forza out there, by far. It's a good quality racer. It's just that the reality of it is that arcade racers are just way more popular. That's why like Gran Turismo is kind of like in a field in it by itself because it can get arcade racer numbers. But even Gran Turismo is not doing what it used to. Like it used to pop and hit like 30 million copies. Now,
Oh yeah,
people will celebrate like 8 million. Like, I mean, and that's still fantastic. But I mean, it isn't what it used to be. But like when you look at Forza Horizon is already, what I'm saying, half of that. You know what I mean? Like that, well, more than half of that. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about what? It's 5 million. So
Yeah,
anyway. No, there's so many classics. I mean, and that was just mostly of the OG titles, like, you know what I'm saying? I hadn't even get into the 360, but there's no need to that. There's so many titles that Xbox could bring back. And again, like, I wasn't the biggest Banjo-Kazooie fan because I barely played it. I played it once and then I was like, oh, this is wild. And then I rented it for one of my kids and I was like, oh, this is wild. My kids can't play this. And so then I just never went back to it, but I know everybody talks about that. So there's tons. On top of that, what they also can do is that like with the backwards compatibility, bring back Transformers, bring back Daredevil, bring back those classics from Activision. I mean, bring back Blur. Yeah, back Blur. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was an Activision joint. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many titles that Xbox could bring back to see if people still have that same affinity for it. And man, sky's the limit, man. So hopefully they're going to do that. And that makes a lot of sense.
Nah, facts. Yo, what up, Miss K?
Bring back, sucker.
Hey, what up, sis?
What's up, Miss K?
Nah, but like I say though, before we like continue on though, like Project Gotham Racing would do numbers to actually compete with Gran Turismo because that is a simulator, but they can use the same elements from Forza Motorsport to put that in or implement it into Project Gotham Racing. That will actually do wonders. Now, when it hold up,
It's all right.
no, you good. Move it. I gotta fix something right here. But what I'm saying though is I'm definitely excited, man. It's man, the stuff that's going on with both Microsoft and Sony when it comes to like trying to revive old titles, like classic titles, and put them into like the modern space and remake them, man. That would do wonders, man. That would be fire, bro. That would be phenomenal, man. That's figurative faction, no fiction. You dig what I'm saying? So on the part 2 of this topic is basically strengthening the console business. And it seems like Asha is really trying to like beef up the staff and really put more emphasis in the console structure. Which personally, for me, I do play on PC from time to time, but I just can't get away from console gaming. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? K Mega said that PC to him, when it comes to gaming, is the standard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking none of that. If anybody likes PC, by all means, I don't judge nobody. You game on what you want to game on. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, if them strengthening up the console business, it's all right with me. They making it better, cool. Cause like I said, I prefer to play on console. That's just my forte. And what they're trying to do is update the features and stuff like that, and strengthening them games. Hopefully, making more of them games exclusive, so they can really compete. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? But what about you, Mega?
Yeah, the thing of it, like I've talked about myself, is just like, and I've said this here too, is just like, listen, you don't have to make everything exclusive, but and you could also make some things timed exclusive. But when it comes to Xbox heavy hitters, and especially now you're talking about going back and pulling back some archives, like for instance, let's just say hypothetically it's Lost Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
Lost Odyssey don't belong on PlayStation. It
No, it
never
don't.
came to PlayStation. Why would you do that? So again, and that right there would attract gamers who love JRPGs and do that. Or let's just say, like for instance, what was the game that we were just talking about? Not Conquer, but the other one, Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
Banjo Kazooie don't belong on PlayStation.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, I mean, if you want to put it on Nintendo because Banjo Kazooie was on Nintendo at one time, all right, that's cool. But yeah, wait about a year or two before you send it over to PlayStation. Okay, you know what I'm saying? A little grace. But for everything with the Halos, with the Gears, with the what I'm saying? I mean, Forza's out of there right now, but But when you look at everything else, like the Fables, and then you got the Skyrims, and I'm looking forward to, like, if you talk about Doom and Wolfenstein, if PlayStation wants to play this game of where they're going back to not wanting to put their games on PC, and they want to just exclusively make everything to be locked in, single player wise, because they know that that's where their bread is buttered over there, to keep it isolated there and not put it anywhere else. Xbox has to get back to the fundamentals and do this. It just makes too much sense. So, it's like I said, you don't have to put everything, but the big boy stuff, the big boy, big girl stuff, you gotta keep it in house. And then if you're not, it's got to be like almost like Starfield. You know what I'm saying? 2.5, 3 years before it will go anywhere else where nobody gives a shit. So that's my opinion on it.
Wow. All I'm gonna just say is this: them beefing up the console, strategically, I think is they're making it into more of a competitive nature. I like
They're
that.
bringing it back.
Yeah, bring it back.
And I love the competitiveness because it brings back the best of upcoming games and stuff like that. And where K-Mega said that, when it comes to the exclusivity, it's not all of it needs to be exclusive. I agree to a degree. You did, like, Forza Gears and Halo don't need to be on PlayStation.
No, but I mean, Forza is slated. Like, people got it already on their wish list on PlayStation. So I mean, at this point, like, you would have to take the next Forza and lock it down. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying on that. But
yes, so because if that's the case, they can generate more people to go to Xbox if they want to play the next Forza game outside the next Horizon, like Horizon 7. They could put that as exclusive to Xbox, so people can, okay, it's only gonna be on Xbox. Boom, I want to go ahead and buy me an Xbox. Same thing with Gears and Halo and stuff like that. Then I say the games that I could see that can stay multi-platform is the games from ABK and Bethesda. Like, okay, look at Call of Duty, that can stay multi-platform. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You dig what I'm saying? Or on Bethesda, Starfield should have stayed exclusive.
yes,
Yes.
When it comes
PlayStation should didn't deserve it, in my opinion.
No.
They talk too bad about Starfield, and then they got it, and then now that's outsold Soros. But anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
You know what it is though. When you look at Starfield, it's the fanboys on the PlayStation side that really try to downplay it and everything. But it's the same fanboys that's the ones that bought Starfield.
Yeah, because like they're mad because that game like that is not on their system. But now that it's on their system, now they're praising it.
Mhm.
It's a double stand-up of hypocriticism, but that's what I said earlier in the show, is that the same fanboys that was over here clowning and cracking on Starfield are the same ones that bought it, but at the same time never completed because they're social gamers. Like, people don't understand the gratification of social gamers. Social gamers are the ones that will buy the game, play it for a smidgen brief time, and say, "Oh, this happened, that happened, this, you do that," and don't even
Pick it
get
up
into
again.
the science of what the game is about. I'll give you an example. Who's familiar with David Jaffe?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I am
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
of course.
okay. It was
huge fan. Yeah,
yeah,
Twisted Metal, God of War. Yeah,
God of War.
yeah,
legend. Yeah.
yeah. You know, I'll give you an example. There was a PlayStation fanboy that was on his actual stream, right? And he was talking about Starfield, matter of fact. And I forgot what this fanboy was saying. And David Jaffe was basically talking about something that was not even in the game at all. And this dude was over here agreeing, and then he got exposed as a fraud for not even playing the game from the jump. So it goes to show, or what I'm saying is, as a gamer, because we all gamers here. Shout out to Miss K. I know she's a gamer. You dig
Oh
what I'm saying?
yes.
Right.
We see the writing on the wall that those are social gamers. That person was exposed just as a social gamer. Basically, say they play games, but really spend 99.9993.14 to the highest caliber of social media, of talking about such and such and not really playing it. That's why I say, when it comes to Microsoft, when it comes to Sony, when it comes to Nintendo, they really have to really, kind of weed out who really is in the gaming space and who really is not in the gaming landscape, but actually playing video games. You dig what I'm saying? To really try to find that leeway to try to figure that out. It's not going to be easy. It's hard as hell to really figure that out. But they got to really, like, really maneuver and figure out who's really gamers and who's really not. Who's really out there really purchasing the games. Who's really out there really giving their honest emphasis on what the game is about. And that's what I've gotten out of PlayStation fanboys. And I'm always saying PlayStation fanboys are the worst fanboys out there to date. They got Xbox fanboys and Nintendo fanboys and PC elitists, but PlayStation fanboys are the worst fanboys ever.
Right.
It's point blank period.
Yeah.
You did.
Right.
But let's
Yeah.
go ahead and
No.
move on.
Oh,
No,
well,
wait.
I have one more thing to say on that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Another misconception is that, and this is where I differ on your stance on this, about when you're talking about PlayStation, they need to weed out. That's not PlayStation's MO, because they need those type of gamers to sit there and tell to just constantly disrespect and clown everything else. And even if these people, and this is crazy, it is a problem. But PlayStation needs that, because they don't care if that person played that game, as long as you sit there and you praise PlayStation's game over that Xbox or that Nintendo or that PC game. They just want the herd to keep following off the cliff if it needs to be. That's what they want.
Yeah,
that's
the blind
the
leading the
problem.
blind.
Right, the blind lead the blind. But what Xbox needs to do, what they have to do, is, instead of, and I've said this on my channel, is, instead of sitting there sending the Project Helix or the Series X or the 360 or the whatever to content creators like Boogie, or, well, Angry Joe he's been blacklisted for a while, but somebody like Boogie and other, like, more pro PlayStation-esque channels, sending them their product just for that video. They'll praise that, but then the next damn video they're shitting on Xbox, and that ain't gonna work, because you think that what you're giving your fans, something, and then they'll praise it because, of course, that's what they have to do in order to get that product. But if they keep constantly sit there and disrespecting the product into their audience is still going to just follow. It's like still the blind leading the blind. Like, people are not going to know the actual real benefits of what Xbox brings to the table. It's just like, if somebody who is a diehard Nintendo fan, you think that they would, and let's say that you think PlayStation is going to give them a PlayStation 6? That's not how PlayStation operates. So Xbox has to operate. Listen, I was at one point like, okay, the Kumbaya situation, I'm with it. You don't have to be evil Microsoft. You want to try to soften, say Microsoft image, saying, to get out of the Bill Gates era.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to get back into the Bill Gates era. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to stomp and crush anything in my wake. And this time, if you're not on board, if you're not a true fan of the console, of the product, then we can't deal with you because we know we've seen how you operated. Hell, Boogie had an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, praised it in one video, and then a couple of videos down, he showed his big ass sitting there bashing it with a bat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't do that no more. You can't just send everything to this. You got to send it to diehard Xbox fans, content creators. You got to sit there and start building the ecosystem, and also have smaller channels that are prominently Xbox centric. Help build them up. You know what I'm saying? To start building an Xbox Elite army to sit there and to counteract against when PlayStation and Nintendo or PC fans that sit there don't like Xbox constantly shit on it, because that's all what the casual market gets to see or hear.
Now,
So Xbox has to make different decisions on their advertising and on that front in order for them to sit there and succeed, in my opinion.
All right, I'm gonna say this before we move on. I agree, but I'm gonna just say it's not 100%. I say 95% of it. I agree with you on that, Mega. 5% I don't. All right. So this is where I'm gonna have to say this. Okay. When it comes to Xbox, you feel what I'm saying? I agree where they have to send it to the right people. And you missed out on one detail. You left out on one detail though, Mega. They need to start sending Project Helix to the GamerSection. You should have said that, man.
Well, you're right.
Come on,
I should have said, yeah. Send it to this GamerSection. Hey, listen, Arsha, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Greenberg, we cool, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Xbox staff, you know what I'm saying? I've had communication with you guys in the past. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, come on. Gamer Selection. We need that. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Send us a little package, a box. You know what I'm saying? We'll do you right. We'll do you right. Send it to the GamerSection. Let's go.
Dude, K Mega funny. No, but seriously, Project Helix though, it does need to join over here at the GamerSection. Give us each a console a pop. You hear me? Give me a console, set us a console, and give K Mega a console. You dig what I'm saying? So we could give y'all a proper, fair review. Like I said,
Give me 3 years of Game Pass. I'm cool. I'll go ahead and buy the Game Pass, the Project Helix. Just give me 3 years of Game Pass. I'm cool. Shit, that save me some money.
Exactly.
Nah, facts, man. Let's go ahead and move on, man. This dude here. All right, yo, so go ahead and take it away, man.
All right, now we're talking about Aliens Fireteam Elite 2. Yeah. It seems like they got the prologues. Now it's got a 4-player co-op with elemental damage and more. So this is cool. Like, anybody who played the first one, of course myself, I enjoy like those games like that. Like, you tagging up and just, fight like all those xenomorphs and everything. So now with this, now with Elite 2, with the 4-player it's good either way. You could play it alone or tag it up with 3 other people, however you see fit. But so, yeah, this is great, seeing out there. I was able to check some of the gameplay of it. I was like, okay, let's see what you got here. Just like talking about team unity and all that, but and how the enemy AI was with the xenomorphs is, it's just a little bit more challenging. Those xenomorphs are just not gonna stand there and just take gunfire. Like, they're gonna actually gonna be smarter. Like, they're gonna adapt and attack you when you least expect it. So it'd be good, seeing the game challenged like that. So, I'm all for it. It's like, hey, that'll probably be another game that we can do like a community game night on if we ever got copies of this game. So, that'd be great to see,
And don't they come out next month?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. That's all I need to know.
If it does, if it does come out, I could be wrong, but. Yeah. But anyways, the point is, like, that's something that we can team up on,
Yeah, we got to get Miss K involved on that though. We definitely got to get Miss K involved because since she's been a soldier for a minute, so she can show us the ins and outs of how she maneuvers, with that type of game. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Team up with Big Sis.
Yeah, feed effects, no fiction. You dig? But Yeah, I played it, you know what I'm saying? I got far in it. I never beat the first one, but I really did get far in that game, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Silent, you hear me? Because me and him had really played the game through and through on that joint, you feel me? And that game right there, from my standpoint of actually playing the first game, right? It kind of gives you that Gears of War feel to it in a sense, but you really got to move around. You can't really just be like staying stagnant because them aliens be coming like all around and all over the border. You really got to be on point at all costs. You hear me? Then not only that, you got to make sure your weapons is upgraded to the T. You got to make sure you listen to the story, understand what's going on. It's a lot when it comes with it, but you can play it solo by yourself or you can play with a team. But if you want to have fun, the best thing to do is play with a team. Now, with this one, from what I'm hearing, though, they kind of expand on the gameplay mechanics with some of the aspects of team based, really knowing your surroundings, kind of like upgrading the guns, your character, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to see more with it, and we'll see what's to it though. What about you, though, Mega?
Oh, well,
No,
hold on,
go
Megan.
ahead.
Before you go on,
Yeah.
yeah, I had to cut you off, guys. I gotta go because got something important to really take care of. So,
All right, well, we about to come to the end of the show anyway. So this is basically the last topic of the show.
well, yeah, I gotta take care of it right now. So,
Oh, go ahead and your
All
business
right.
then.
all right, y'all take it easy.
Take it
All
easy,
right,
man.
take it easy. All right, what about you, Mega?
Yeah, no, I love the first one, and just like you, I didn't beat it. I played it with a couple of with Cyber and Game Down sites. Played it quite a bit, but we just, but once they added the expansions, I didn't get a chance to knock out the expansions.
Hmm.
So, but I beat where the levels were before the expansions. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think from looking at the trailer and just looking at like a first hands-on review, like what they did right was make sure that they just gave you more of the same. They
Hmm.
didn't go overly crazy
No.
like I'm kind of disappointed with a game called Greedfall, like
Oh
this
man.
prequel. They changed the combat, like, and I
Yeah.
just didn't understand why they did that. Just give us more of what you did. That game Greedfall was so fantastic in my opinion, but that's the smart. That's just smart from that team to make this and just add just things to it, like 4-player co-op now instead of
Yeah.
3.
Hmm.
Perfect. You got a new operator on there now. You get to customize. They got better customization. It's not overly crazy to where you can just do everything that you want to customize your character. But hell, you're worried about you're worried about a damn alien. You're not worried about trying to look cute. So
Hmm.
therefore, and then just new weapons, new what I'm saying, and then like new enemies. Like they show like this crazy looking 6-arm thing with a long mouth with teeth,
Oh yeah. Oh
and the
yeah.
thing will, yeah, no, nuts. So like I'm stoked for the game. I hate that it won't be a play anywhere title. You know what I'm saying? But it is something that I'm definitely going to get. So if but I did just look too. There's not an announced date yet. So it's coming out this year, but we just don't know. I'm pretty sure maybe when the these events come through, they'll have an actual dates for people could get ready to wish list. But yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
excited for the game.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna be doing a lot of
A
streaming
community
too.
night. Yeah, a
Yeah.
community night game for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna be streaming all these showcases and stuff like that. But we're gonna get to one final topic before we get out of here. And that's Virtual Fighter, pretty much Virtual Fighter 6 at this point, right? And
Ooh,
that's
man.
I feel like Virtual Fighter is a hidden gem within itself because
Man.
it's talked about, but it's not as talked about as like games on the Tekken and Street Fighter levels, which it should be talked about more, just in my personal opinion, right? So there was an actual leak that actually come out that it kind of reveals that like a new character had an old favorite. And it's kind of like giving it a fresh sense of what this game is about. And from the gameplay sense, from what I've seen all over social media and on the Reddit, they got the video game leaks and rumors Reddit thing going
Yeah,
on.
no, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
So from what I actually saw with it is like you could tell the gameplay is a lot more fluid than Virtual Fighter 5 in the previous games, and you definitely
Mhm.
can see that they're trying to really up the ante of what this game is about and what's the purpose of what they're trying to do. They really trying to compete with other fighting games with this game, and what I'm seeing it is it gets me excited. You know what I'm saying, to play it, it's going to like really blow people's minds when it actually released. And I think this is going to be up there for one of the fighting games of the year whenever it has a release date. It doesn't have a release date yet. I think they're going to probably announce it at the Summer Game Fest or one of the State of Play or Xbox, one of the two. But I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely intrigued. I want to see more. I want to see what type of features they have, what modes it have, the whole nine. Give it like a story campaign, something that's going to take it up to a whole nother level. Give it that oomph that it needs. You dig? But what about you, though, Mega?
Bro, that trailer was tough, and it was a blurry mess, and that game still looked good.
Absolutely.
That was crazy, and the game is still not fully developed yet. It's supposed to be coming out this year, so
yeah.
But this is how nuts. When just looking at that combat, it was Virtual Fighter that looked like its main piece was DOA, but it had a side piece like Tekken. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, bro, it was nuts. I was like, because like the fighting animations where like, if you do like, it looked like a super attack where like you knock a tooth out or something. And I'm like, yo, and then like, they'll do that little cinematic move. Then like, there was this cold side, like the sidestepping, Tekken, you had that, but you sit there and I don't know, but if Virtual Fighters sit there and take some of the best fundamental 3D fighting skills, and then add like that comfortable feel of what Dead or Alive does to the casual market for the people that just want to play something that's kind of easy. It's gonna cook. It's gonna cook because you already, and I hate to say this, but you got people already tired of Tekken because of the moves that they did with after season 2.
Yeah,
and then you got.
I was gonna say this, and the crazy thing about Tekken 8, I played Tekken 8 like a couple of days ago, right? Just to see it, but I don't like the new update that they done because like they nerfed a lot of characters and stuff like that. Then not only that though, it's just like the movement don't feel the same like how the first season was.
The first season was perfect. Like it just don't make any. It drove me mad about like they want to listen to. And this is one of these things that I feel that hurts really good classic franchises is if you keep listening to the Evo or the MLG. I mean, what the MLG?
You said it right.
Okay, groups only, and not pay attention to what the market outside pays attention to and what they want. See, that's what hurt Mortal Kombat 1. They wanted to try to make something fast and spam festy and or sweaty as what fighter fans call stuff, and like, you know what I'm saying? And so like they want to do that, like where I just want to play, and like when you watch people on streams that plays Tekken and some, they don't even utilize the techniques of sidestepping. Only the elite players will do that, but for the most part, people just want to sit there and just straight line and play like a 3D fighter to be like it's a 2D fighter, and that's insane. And so like Virtual Fighter is sadly, and it's for me that loves Tekken, that's my favorite franchise, is sadly gonna overtake it because this is what the fighting fans. And people who are out there that's like, oh man, this looks great. It's gonna make a reckoning, and Tekken's gonna have to sit there and get back on its feet. But this will definitely be a fighter that's going to be reckoned with going forward because it's already gathering a lot of hype just by that blurry little fight scenes that we've seen. But it looked fantastic and so smooth. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Can't wait.
I think that game Virtual Fighter is most likely gonna be Virtual Fighter 6, but Virtual Fighter 6, Invincible, and Dead or Alive 6 last round gonna be the anchors of fighting games this year. You dig?
Oh yeah, no question.
Because after playing Tekken 8 a couple of days ago, I'm like one of my favorite players I like to play with is Rena, right? And I'm playing as her. the mechanics of her, it's like they nerfed it up badly, and I couldn't maneuver and do the combos that I did from season one because I figured out her combos, like multiple of her combo schemes, and I got it down to a science. And then when I'm playing with her, like on the new season, it's like they nerfed it up, so I can't really maneuver and do the combos the way I want to. So now I gotta figure out a different plan of how to maneuver around with her. Because so I'm like, they really nerfed her up to a T, and the same thing with King. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I just don't like what they did with Tekken 8 on this season. Then I'm not really excited. And then the paywall situation with the stages, you have to pay for the stages and pay for the characters. I wish when it comes to fighting games, they go back to the roots of where you could just unlock the characters in the game after you beat arcade mode, man. That was what they used to do back in the day. But they
Yeah.
don't do that no more. And you have to really pay for the characters, like $4 to $5 for the character. I'm like, man, that's a tragedy, man. But on this new virtual fighter game, I'm definitely excited. I want to see more. Hopefully, they show it next week because next week is about to be litty in the city. You understand?
It is. It's Christmas. Christmas for us, man. Christmas.
Oh yeah, man. It's definitely gonna be litty in the city. But you know, we took in a lot of time because we know we got to get out of here. I know Mega got to get to the Thunder's game because you about to go Thunder up over there. But
I'm
I'm
to go
just
to Paycom. Yes, sir. Let's go.
you better go. But look, I'm gonna just say this here, like. To everybody that's listening in, man. Next week, man, the Gamer Section podcast. I'm gonna say this again. Is the Weird with the Thunder. All right, but look, next week is going to be a predictions episode of the Gamer Section podcast. So y'all might want to tune in. We're going to give our honest predictions on the state of play, the Xbox Game Showcase, the possible Nintendo Direct, Summer Games Fest, and a bunch of other stuff. And we're going to get into some topics of some other gaming news, man. Like I said, man, this is about to be litty in the city. You heard me? And when I tell you, man, these showcases is about to really take waves. We're going to be streaming them. Next year we're going to try to be there. We're going to make sure we're going to be there at these showcases for, next year. We're going to make sure that we be at the Xbox Fan Fest and all that next year. That's the goal. But this year we're going to be streaming. We're going to give our honest perceptions, man. It's going to be lit. You heard me? And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all would not want to miss our honest reactions. We're not going to be over here giving y'all fake reactions. Like, oh my God. Oh, you know how they be doing fake reactions on YouTube. They be like, oh my God, this is Gamer. No, we that's not us. The Gamer Section, we are legit. We give our honest reactions. You know what I'm saying? I already got games that I'm hoping to see at Summer Game Fest and all these other events. So, man, y'all definitely stay tuned, man. It's about to be lit. Next week's podcast, tune into the Gamer Section podcast. Tune into the streams that's next week. We already got it set up, ready to go. Locked it, loaded into the chamber. When we get the streams, it's gonna be lit. I know K Mega gonna be there, Sinister's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. It's lit. You hear me? So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get out of here. You hear me? And shout out to Miss K though. You know what I'm saying? Miss K, she litty. She be litty in the city. You know what I'm talking about with her videos. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her channel. You know what I'm saying? She put up a video about Forza. She's the Forza queen. You know what I'm talking about?
She's a monster. Yep, that in the Battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Demon. We call her a demon.
Oh yeah, she a beast. She a beast. That's why I be nervous to play her in Forza, bro. I be nervous, but you know what I'm saying. I can hold my own in Forza, but she a beast. I can't do nothing with her. But anywho, though, you know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and get to the outros. You heard me, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We'll be back next week. So you know what I'm saying. K Mega, go ahead and give the outro where they can find you at.
Yeah, man. Glad to be here, man. Good show. Definitely come and check out my channel, KMega405. You can catch me out on Twitter at KMega4, on TikTok at KMega4, and also on Twitch at KMega405, man. Really do appreciate it, as always, and hope everybody has a great Memorial weekend. Be safe out there. And, man, I know, man, listen, them gas prices, oof, Lord have mercy. I hope y'all had y'all's tanks full before today. I didn't.
Figgity facts, no fiction. And also one more thing too, though, man. Community night is officially launching next weekend, man. We're gonna be playing the Division 2. You heard me? So if y'all want to tap in with us and play games with us, man, you heard me, or just be in the chat chopping it up with us, you know what I'm talking about, man. Tune in. K Mega gonna be streaming on his end, on his channel. We're gonna be streaming over here on the Gamer Section Twitch, man. So y'all definitely stay tuned, man. I told y'all we litty in the city, you heard me? Yes, and y'all can find me on all the social medias at Real KO Kano. But also, I got my gamer Twitter up too, man. If y'all want to just talk to me on the gaming side on that, because the Real KO Kano, that's the music side. So y'all definitely want to talk music, y'all can holler at me on that side. But on the gaming side, y'all holler at me on the Honest Gamer, because I am the brutally honest gamer. I tell it like it is. I hold no punches, you dig? And also go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 3,000 subscribers, man. We getting there, man. We getting close to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? We almost at 2,800, man. Let's get to 3,000, man. We might do a major giveaway once we hit 3,000, man. So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna leave it on that note. And like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell for when we drop content. You dig? We out. Peace.
Peace.
Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.